now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
2 years ago, the LA content scene was live, man. It was going up. Everybody was doing reaction videos to the content that was being put out here by the LA guys, man. There was so many guys from LA doing content. Imagine if they would have all got together, if everybody would have got together, sit at a round table and came up with a show. It was a lot of key players, man. And when I tell you everybody was doing reaction off the stuff that was going on out here 2 years ago, everybody was doing it. But somehow it died down. Somehow the players started fizzling away. You don't even see some of the guys that you seen 2 years ago. The guys who was knocking them out the park, knocking them home runs out. You don't see none of them guys no more. They went from doing thousands of views to some is barely doing over 1,000 views. Cold game, man, when you can't stick together, man. I think everybody got tired of seeing the back and forth and nothing transpired, nothing happening. So many people never had this much intel until they looked on the internet and seen all these people who they thought when you come out here, they thought the stuff out here was just so live and this is the gang capital of the nation. They was thinking like, man. But then once they really started paying attention, they like, wait a minute, something not adding up. What's going on with the guys out there? And I think that's what ruined the program. That's why you don't see too many guys from 2 years ago. You don't see them no more. You don't hear them from no more. Their content is not where it was because they can't stop going against each other, man. We're going to get to this content by the Ruler Report, man. He did some content on Hefe and Spider Loc. I thought by now, man, like I said on the last video, I thought a lot of this stuff would be done, but it seemed like it's still that syndrome of going against each other. Now, we just seen the two youngsters from Compton. They did their video a couple of days ago and they got pressed up on, and y'all wonder why people is pressing up. When they see us do it, they like, man, what's the difference? What's the difference from them and us doing it to each other? It's the same thing, man. But I think on this video right here, it's a little deeper because Ant said, man, people is using my name for clickbait. And Spider Loc, he's just doing the content to get his views and his numbers up. At the end of the day, it's a content game. I'm going to get you to talk about me, you talk about me. That's how this game go. So if people don't understand that that's how this game go, then they in the wrong field, man. But it's paper at the end of the day, man. That ain't going to stop the paper. If they don't talk about you, they going to talk about you. We're going to get to this content, man. But before we do that, man, y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's go over here and check out the Ruler Report, man. Let's go. All right, man, let's go over and see what he's talking about, man. Let's go.
Before the feds get the dough, I take off. Spider Loc and Young and Hefe is at it once again. And although we know that these two had a few months ago where they were going back and forth with each other and people were being called out for fades that didn't necessarily take place, these two do not like each other online. Now, me, myself, I stand neutral in the situation because I've spoken with Spider Loc several times, and I really don't have an issue with anything that Young and Hefe has said or done up until this point. Now, with all of that being explained to y'all, NBA 2, who is Young and Hefe's brother, put out a video where he actually disrespected a neighborhood from Los Angeles that has everybody talking.
Straight, talk to the goat. Right here, and my daughter, I ain't say it free, and so I did it. Snoopers, bro. Oh my daughter wanna be why? Because why, nigga? Snoopers, nigga. That's Hoover, all that. I got wiped out by HK. NBA 2, yeah, shut up, so wherever, nigga.
All right, let me stop right there. A lot of y'all probably wonder what's going on. Y'all probably wonder why he's on the internet doing what he's doing. And the only thing I could come up with, man, is I guess this the new age, new thing for the new dudes that's in the streets, that's in the, the culture, gang culture. I feel like them getting online is the same thing. Like I said before, it's like how dudes back in the days used to spray paint on the wall. They don't spray, not too many people spray paint on the wall no more. They jump on the internet and they don't care. They don't care if their enemy see it. They don't care what their enemy think. But at the same time, it's like, man, it's deeper than that, man. I don't know if dudes be high, what they be off of, but when they mind get clear, they like, man, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna check out the rest of this, man. And what he's doing is just what these youngsters is doing nowadays. Do I agree with it? Man, I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just gonna look at the content, cover it down the middle, and we're gonna see what the rest going on with this video, man. Let's go.
So this nigga on my daughter heartbeat, you know me, honey. Shit, viral, I don't wanna go viral. But I know it, yeah. So, you know, dead homies, nigga. Over there, nigga. Vermont, Big Roy, all that, nigga. I know this shit.
Now, for whatever reason, NBA 2 doesn't get along with this area or this neighborhood, and he's made that known. He also said some things in that video clip that was a little bit too much. You know what I mean? He put a little bit too much information out there. Now, to give people a better understanding of what's going on and why this actually means something versus like when neighborhoods diss each other, these two neighborhoods have had a relationship with each other. Some good, some bad, but they actually were allied with each other at one point in time, and they haven't historically had any beef. You know, they've had situations where individuals from each neighborhood might have gotten to it, but it wasn't no full out or full blown war like they get into it with other neighborhoods. Now, with that being said, though, Spider Loc would be one of the content creators to react to this, and this is what Spider had to say about NBA 2.
Dude was in jail, but after I looked at it again, it appears he might be on the street. I don't know. All I know is in the time past, it was a story of him getting rolled up, ran off a tier, I believe. He rolled it up. Now, I remember I spoke to Hefe about it, and he was denying that he believed that it took place, although he wasn't there. But this dude looked just like Auntie Hefe. Looked like he jumping out there trying to take a page out of Crip Mac book, being very disrespectful, public belligerent toward a certain community.
All right, you know what? Crip Mac was doing that back then, man. And Crip Mac, he was one of the ones that got away with it. I think he was one of the ones who might have came to the internet with that energy first. I'm talking about just playing out in your face, just not caring when he was doing it. But yeah, man, this is what the internet turned to, man. I think that it's so many youngsters on here that do it that it's normal now. This is nothing, you know, nothing to be shocked about no more. Because when we see these vlogs, we see them do it all day, every day. This is the norm. Me personally, I think that the internet is doing more harm to them youngsters out there than anything else that's out there. It's more that's going on the internet than it actually is in the streets. I don't think it's not too much really going. It's stuff going on, but it's not too much going on than how the internet put it.
But it looked like he is spiced out, if not iced out. I don't know, man. It seems like to be on the internet and be in everybody's business, always giving your opinion. Seems like Auntie Hefe sure be slow to commentate, as he would say, on certain subject matter. I guess Aunt Hefe would consider himself successful, perhaps even a public figure at this point. I wonder what he's doing in regards to assisting his homie. He had another homie who was caught out on Fig, doing it big with a dress and a wig. So, I mean, gang banging is what it is. Your ops is your ops. But Auntie Hefe seems to carry herself in such a fashion online that the brand that she represents seemingly attempts to avoid these type of displays, interactions, and engagements.
Now, although I could not tell if young Hefe's brother was under the influence or not, he did seem to be tweaking and off of something. Now, Spider Loc is saying that the man may be off of that spice or doing some type of recreational drugs at this particular time, and that may be a part of the influence of him actually saying and exposing things.
That ain't what it is. They banging. They gang banging. Drugs ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Drugs don't have nothing to do with nobody dissing they ops. That's part of them coming up in the gang, man. They gonna do that when they sober. It don't matter if they high or sober. If they don't like them dudes, this is what they gonna do. This is what they normally do. It's just getting on the internet doing it is the problem.
Online that he ordinarily wouldn't say. Now, with all of that being said, Spider did say that young and Hefe's hood attempts to not have some of this type of stuff online and be in the midst of the things that we've seen from different neighborhoods from Los Angeles. And even with trying to stay out of the drama on social media, because we know that social media brings a lot of drama, especially in this universe in which we react to the content in. Young and Hefe did finally address the things that Spider Loc was saying in this video.
This person to say something is this Spider Ho guy. What about these texts I got of you that I can drop with you dissing Hoover? You the same dude talking to me dissing Hoover as if I'm from Hoover, but then I hear you a few days later talking to Smack. Oh, hey, Smack, man, come through, come to the black box, bro. Man, you know I'm going to hook it up for you. You know, I just got it repainted, got everything done. I'm going to get the orange mics and this and that, and we going to do it like that for you, Groove, and this and that. But you the same dude dissing these dudes, community behind their back, but posing and acting as if you rock with them or you cool with them. So how can another drug addict talk about another drug addict? And that's where I'll be talking about the game, where the game is messed up at, because you got poison judging poison. It'll be a poisonous person see somebody else do poison and get on the net and try to call they poison out.
That ain't what it is. This is what it is. If I get into it with you and you don't say nothing back to me, I don't have nobody to argue with. I don't have nobody to go back and forth with. But as long as I make you go back and forth with me, you're going to keep my name alive. These are the tactics that's on the internet. And some people seem to don't understand that. As long as you can get somebody talking about you, good or bad, your name stay ringing on here. Look at the people that nobody talking about no more. They faded out the way because nobody is talking about them. Nobody is giving them no attention. When people was giving these dudes attention and talking about them, saying their name every day, their channels was going up. The moment that they stop talking about you, you don't argue with them. They don't have nobody to argue with. And then they look crazy on their channel. People be looking like, man, why are we talking about this every day? So as long as you can get somebody to go back and forth with you, you winning on the internet.
As if they are not poisonous. It's an oxymoron that don't make no sense. You dissed Hoover. I got receipts. And if you keep playing, I'm going to post you dissing Hoover and the stuff that you were saying. So why would you even get on the internet playing, oh, Hefe brother on Spice, he dissing Hoover and this and that? Like, it don't make no sense. You dissed Hoover. When you talk, certain words that come out your mouth, you dissed as if you a member and you still in the streets, and you're not. You're a grandpa trying to make a living off social media, bro. Stick to your longshoreman job, man, and find something safe to do, bro. Stop adding me and using my name, clown, before I expose you, goofy.
Now, his brother, NBA2, definitely made content because a lot of Instagram pages picked it up. A lot of people was reacting to it and talking about it. I chose to fall back on the conversation and not actually give my opinion about it at that particular time. But a lot of other people grabbed it, and I don't blame them. Now, at the same time, I can understand why Anna's saying, well, hey, if y'all going to cover it and use his name. He's made a name for himself. I believe that he was just on a video with the Who's B Braves, maybe a couple weeks ago. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn they did a video together that I might have watched. But with that being said, he's saying, why add my name to the title for the clickbait? If you're going to cover him, just cover him.
They adding your name because it make money. Your name being the title gonna bring more viewers. Your name is an algorithm. Your name is ringing bells. It's gonna bring money. And as far as his brother getting on here going crazy, he looking like, man, I got to do something. I'm trying to get in this internet space too. Can you imagine showing your people them checks that you get? You might get a $10,000 check. You might get a $20,000 check. And you show your brother, your sister, and them, they looking like, what? You made all that doing what? How can I do it? And they trying to figure it out. So they just get on here and crash out because that's how people is getting on, by crashing out on here, doing crazy stuff. We've been seeing people go viral off crashing out. Now, look, they talking about his brother now because his brother didn't say, you know what, let me do my introduction to the internet.
Now, other than that, though, I really don't have an issue with other people covering it. And I really don't have an issue with Young and Hefe saying that he want people to keep his name out of it. The thing is, though, it's some mudslinging going on, and I believe that the NBA 2 situation is being used to actually throw a shot at Ant, and is throwing his shot back. Now, as far as the drug thing, man, I've been hearing this thing about Spider-Loc for quite some time. These ecstasy pills or jigs or whatever they may call them where you're at, that Spider-Loc has been supposedly on these pills.
Everybody get high. I think they take drug tests with Spider-Loc work at. So he got to take a drug test at work. I don't think you could do drugs and you working as a longshoreman. I don't know how that work. But I will say this: everybody have a drug. The internet is a drug. Getting on here every day, consistently doing this stuff, that's you are addicted to it. You're addicted to the money that come with it. That's a drug. Anyway, man, let me send y'all to the Ruler Report, man. This is his page. I'm gonna put the description, the link in my. I'm gonna put his channel in my description so you guys go over there and check out the rest of that. Spider-Loc, Young and Hefe, and his brother, man. This ain't nothing but a war tactic, internet tactics. Keep the content going, man. What y'all think? Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section, man. It's Compton Rick Rock, Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.